we can't swear in the first 8 seconds.
8 seconds. That's so long.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, this will fix it. Hey! Here we go. And Sven's shoes. First in, best dressed. Good to see you.
Everyone got their drinks? Let's get fucked up tours.
Thank God. Wait, what's happened?
It's National Get Fucked Up Day. What do you reckon?
Why can I hear us? Hang on.
Get on the terps.
Not me, no. It's only 9:34 a.m. Although an espresso martini might have been a better option than.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. It is National Get Fucked Up Day, so let's get fucking on it. Cheers, everyone.
Look at Cement Shoes' dedication. Been watching a trial. Alec Murdoch, however you pronounce it. A guy accused of killing his wife and son, but also being a thief of clients' money and stuff. So that's dedication from Cement Shoes, and g'day to the other groovers rolling in as well. Good to have you here. Cement? It is batshit number 57, Finn.
Whew. Getting up there in the ages for us.
We are. We're older than me now. Yes.
Are we? Let's not get carried away, all right?
We are. We're older than me now. You beauty.
How good's that?
So good, man. It's my turn to kick off the week with a story.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe we've got barely anyone here. Cement's the only one. Good on you, Cement.
Well, there's others here. They're just not talking. And where's Savannah, who complained about us taking a 3-week break? I thought it was only 2 weeks.
Classic.
I seriously thought it was only 2. Alec Murdoch.
No, I feel like 3.
Correct. Whatever it was, we needed it, man. We did over a year every week. Like, everyone's got to have a break. And there was no way I could do it from Singapore on my phone. So, unless Finn was prepared to have 8 stories and do the producing, which is not something Finn does. You think he's being pretentious?
I can do it. How dare you?
All right, well, next week, you're producing the whole show. You've got to get StreamYard happening.
Prepare for a good one, everyone.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Finn will be producing next week. You beauty. Okay, now let's kick off.
Might even have a new intro with the spelling correct.
I am working on the spelling's not incorrect.
Isn't it? Okay.
No. It's just got my old it's got my old channel name in it, but that's about it. What was I going to do? Something. Oh yeah, Finn's producing.
$5 to anyone in the chat who can figure out where the spelling mistake is.
Well, you can
send it on the Discord, everyone.
Everyone's a critic. You make the next opening and outro as well, Finn. There you go.
Yeah, all right.
Very easy to sit back and complain when you do nothing but rock up. All right, now there's a fungus that is threatening humanity, and it's a zombie fungus. Is it an actual threat? Apparently, we are being pushed to the brink of extinction, which wouldn't be a bad thing because humans are crap, by fungus that infects billions of people in the HBO series The Last of Us. Now, while there's no threat of such an apocalypse in real life, experts are saying the potential threat posed by the world's fungi should not be ignored. Great.
Sure, we kind of, isn't it?
What?
I'm pretty sure fungus is medicine. Like,
it can be used for medicine, but they can also eat your face off. They're not all good. Not all fungi is good for you, especially parasitic fungus. So is this going to be our next health crisis? This new series, which begins
Time
in
to
the
get scared, everyone.
1960s, has a bleak speech by an epidemiologist. I never knew that word until that other global phenomenon arrived. I'd never said epidemiologist before. On the danger of the fungi. Now, if the world is to get slightly warmer, which it is, then there is no reason to evolve, warns John Hanna, referencing the potential of these fungi to infect and overpower our brains. Candida, ergo, cordyceps, aspergillus, any one of them could be capable of burrowing into our brains and taking control of not millions of us, but billions.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, people are going, they're saying this show's freaking them out because of what happened with the C19, and with experts weighing in saying this could happen, like global temp goes up a tiny bit and boom, the fungi rejoice and start infecting our brains.
Pod people indeed. It's actually a video game, by the way. It's been a video game for many, many years.
Killer fungi?
Nah, the Last of Us.
Right. Now, anyway, the show actually jumps forward 40 years when this mass cordyceps outbreak leads to a devastating pandemic, and it turns people into bloodthirsty abominations. I mean, to me, human beings, we're already bloodthirsty abominations.
Oh, yes, but this is without morals.
Well, you reckon humans have morals? So, yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying. People are getting fired up about it. There's definitely fungi currently threatening the brains of human beings all over the planet, often with devastating outcomes, according to Professor Elaine Bignell, a world leader in the field of human fungal pathogen research. So, yeah, it could be the end of the world as we know it. I don't want my brain infected by a fungi. Thank you very much. But I don't mind my body being invaded by a fungi. I'm here a week, try the schnitzel. Fungi, get it?
No.
Yeah. It's a comedy club saying thing.
So
there you have it. Fun guy. Like funny man. Fungi.
What does that have to do with the chicken palmy?
Oh, that's what you say with a comedian when they finish their set. You go, he's here a week, try the schnitzel.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
I'll
take your word on that.
Tough crowd.
I'll take your word.
It's your chance to be hilarious. There's only 2 people watching, and I think that's you and me, Finn. So make it a good one.
No. We got so what? And we got cement. It's all good.
Hey, I haven't. Oh, hey,
Tori, I'd be doing this show if it was just me and you. Trust me on that.
Me too, Groover. Well, that's sort of what we were doing before we decided to go live with it on YouTube. Great to see you. Yep. So what? And I'm with you, Cement Shoes.
Yeah, good on you, Cement.
Mold is no joke, although we spell it with a U as well.
And Cement saying I'm still here, so good on you, Cement.
He's still here. Maybe it's StreamYard lying about the viewers. I'm about to add your story to the stream. Does that bode well with you, Finn?
That's all good with me.
Okay, time for she comes.
A show-off video. You ready for this one?
I love me a tradie. Bring it on.
Oh, you're going to love this one. It's an even better tradie than what you used to.
I forgot my tools again.
Tradie
This is
robot.
real. This is real. This is real. This is not CGI. This is not CGI.
You clever robot. Oh, man, he's like Buzz Lightyear. Oh, look out. Oh, my goodness.
There's his tools. He's getting his tools for him. Good on you, mate.
Good on you, mate. And up the steps he goes. No way. Wow. Here he goes.
You'll like this bit. This is the best part. Score.
Such a show off.
There you go. So
wow.
Boston Dynamics, and that is where their robot is currently at. So how good is that?
That's so good. I can't vote for that though. It doesn't. There's nothing batshit about this. This is seriously cool. And yeah, let's watch the dismount again because that's awesome. Look at him go.
Fuck,
Such a
man.
show.
That scares the absolute shit out of me.
Does it really? I think
Like,
it's cool.
That's a fucking robot, Tori. That's a humanoid robot. How is that not terrifying? Holy
Well, look, it's the way the world's going, isn't it? Really.
That was released yesterday, I think. So that just came out.
I'd love to have that dude, around to lift heavy objects for me. Sometimes I'm ashamed to say, and also I've got a bit of arthritis in my hands, and I can't open the jar lids sometimes. If he was around, just hanging around in my house to help me open my jars, I'd love it. Lift some heavy objects.
You'll be one of the first customers. How good's that? Easy.
I think
bring him into your home, Tori.
You'd need quite a few mil, wouldn't you? You would need millions.
You'd be surprised. The robot dog only cost $6,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it has a fucking hand attachment on it that can open doors and stuff.
The robot dog.
Yeah.
It's more the data and information that they're gathering while they're innocently helping you lift heavy objects. That's the issue.
Yes. And also the fact that they're full metal and can crush you with instant.
Absolutely. And this has made me want to watch another episode of Robo Wars. Did you ever watch that show?
Robo Wars was the shit. I wasn't allowed to watch it, but I used to stream it on the computer and watch it.
It's so funny. It's dorky English dad and son, and they're like, "Oh, we've been building this for 73 years, and we've put all this advanced technology in it," and then they'd put it in the ring, and then out would come the Robo Wars robot, and it'd have a machete on it, and it'd just go over and go, and the whole thing would be pushed into the bloody ditch, and that was it. Game over.
Yeah.
And then
or just a fucking buzzsaw just fucking cuts it in half.
Yeah.
Done.
Poor old Marjorie. The wife would be sitting there with tears rolling down her face, not from laughing, Devo, because Byron and Byron Jr. had been spending years of their lives building this thing that was just sliced in two. Great show. If you haven't seen Robo Wars, get onto it. It's bloody awesome. I don't remember actually seeing I don't even remember seeing a homemade robot ever win a battle, do you?
They were all homemade, weren't they?
No, the Robo Wars ones were like custom built power machines, but the ones that competed, I don't remember any of them ever winning from memory.
Oh, I just remember watching all the fights where they were just going one.
Yeah, but do you
Emily's
remember?
Here. Welcome, Emily.
Emily, hello. But do you remember that? Do you remember ever seeing a homemade one win? Is what I'm asking.
No, I don't. I don't remember. I don't remember people winning at all. I just remember watching the cool fights.
Oh, the Robo Wars robots won. You think I'm just going to drop in for once? Oh, cement. Of course not. Lovely one. Emily Flotilla, the two Emily. Oh, no, same Emily. Sorry. I thought it was the other Emily, Tassie Emily. But it's not. All right. So story number 3. We've had some doozies already. This one's a great story. I really like this story because look, it's important to care about the environment and all that sort of stuff. But now, and it relates. This story relates to an Australian critter. This is where the green thing's gone too far, and Australia's actually weighed in and told the Americans, the untied states of America, to sit the fuck down and shut up because they're wrong. It's kind of an interesting tale. Yeah, what are you having for dinner, Emily? I want to know. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
You're eating dinner. It's bloody 8:30 in the morning. What are you doing?
Not where Emily is. She's in the US. She's in the Untied States.
Get a bloody Canadian club going. It's National Australia Get Fucked Up Day.
And that's why I've got the kangaroo story. So I just love this story because it sort of is the anti-story to the usual greenies save the animals story, right? So basically, in the US, there's some fighting kangaroos. In the US, the Nike, basically, but we'll get into the details a bit more. But in Oregon, they've introduced a bill that is banning the sale of parts of kangaroos, and that includes their leather, because they think it's cruelty to animals. And this is where our industry's kicked back and gone, So anyway, they're targeting sport apparel manufacturers that use leather from kangaroos to make their products, essentially their boots. But and they want this bill to come in ASAP. But industry reps in Australia say the bill is driven by emotive misinformation, and they're lobbying the Australian embassy in the US to take up its case. This is fascinating. This is a story where our government's actually saying, kill them and use the stuff because we've got too many of them. They're not extinct or getting close to it. Stop bringing in these bills because, it's actually good to be culling this population and using the products for products. So using the bits of the roof for products. So anyway, it's Nike essentially, and they make footy boots using kangaroo leather, and they're routinely sold in Oregon, which is where Nike's based. And it's the state's largest employer. And in the US, they've said the bill says it's unconscionable that millions of native wild animals in Australia have been killed for the sake of high-end soccer cleats, which is boots, worn by a subset of elite soccer players. And they want the bill to come in, and it's been backed by the US Centre for a Humane Economy, the Animal Wellness Action, and the US Animal Wellness Foundation. But here is where Australia's weighed in. Yeah, welcoming the bill. In Australia, the Kangaroo Industry Association of Australia, the KIAA, said greater awareness about the benefits of the legal commercial harvest of kangaroos is needed. And they talk about, if you keep going down, our current kangaroo population is estimated to be 40 million. And that number can spike in good seasons where there's a lot of rain and grass. And we've been getting all over the country mountains of grass. And what does that mean? More roos. Plus, there's so many roos now that farmers, the sheep and their cattle, are missing out on the grass because the roos are eating it. So culling is something we have to do here. An ambulance has just come down my street the wrong way. You might be needed at the bottom when you hit someone coming up the other way. Anyway, so yeah, it's worth an industry worth more than 200 million to our economy. It employs more than 3,000 people. And they talk about how there's benefits to managing these species that get out of control. And being able to cull and then use the byproducts like their leather is brilliant. In 2021, 1.3 million kangaroos were killed for commercial purposes, but we've got a population of over 40 million. They're not under threat. So it's kind of a case of America.
That's more than humans.
Yeah, way more. There's nearly double the number. There's more guns than people in America. There's more kangaroos than people in Australia. Doubled nearly. So, but it's an interesting story. Oh, you're eating penne pasta with meat sauce, delicious. But this is an interesting story because this is America being politically correct and pushing this whole stop killing cute little cuddly kangaroos. They're a threatened species when they're not. It's actually the opposite. And we're very big in using as much of the animal as we can, and we need to cull our kangaroos because they're out of control. And so utilize the product.
Pretty nuts.
But it's an interesting story, isn't it? Because we've actually got the push on now and trying to get the US embassy, Australian embassy in the US to weigh in on this as well and say, guys, we actually need you to keep making these products because we feel better when we've culled an animal. I mean, we eat kangaroo meat in Australia. It hasn't really taken off in other parts of the world. But it's like we've got the leather. We don't want to chuck it in the bin, and you guys manufacture boots using it. Take it, have it, keep everyone happy. So yeah,
it's like the sheep population in New Zealand. It's like saying stop killing all the sheep, but no, there's too many sheep. There's too many sheep in New Zealand. They're bloody everywhere.
And Emily's talking about the deer population. There's more sheep than people in Ireland as well, and wild boars. But isn't it interesting? It's just this political correctness being seen to do the right thing and looking out for the planet. But their decision to bring this bill in is actually goes completely against ethical culling of animals and using as much of the byproduct that you can. So hopefully this bill doesn't get passed, and hopefully Americans can speak up and contact the people of Oregon and just say, guys, no, it's actually better. The Australians have to cull the roos it's better that we get all the leather and make these boots, because then it's not a pile of leather going to waste. Or maybe an Australian company will become savvy if this bill comes in and goes, fine, Nike, we'll do a deal with you. We'll make the boots and ship them over, and you can chuck your brand on them.
They'll
Good
probably just do
opportunity.
that. That makes more sense.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
running that
I
way
really
anyway.
wanted to highlight that, because it's just showing how batshit the world is coming, with people picking up that little banner for a cause, and that what they're actually doing is worse than what's happening.
Reverse. Yeah.
So
Way
there you
worse.
go.
That's like the whole
Rude.
climate thing at the moment, isn't it? There's nothing in it.
So I'm calling that
To
story
actually benefit
Kill the Ruse. Kill the
Okay.
Ruse.
Here we go. What have we got next? I reckon.
Shoot them dead.
Oh.
Shoot the Ruse. Shoot them all. Shoot them all.
Bloody violent today, Tori. Look at you.
No, look, I grew up
Jesus.
on a farm, and we used to have to shoot them because our stock would suffer because there was no grass because the Ruse ate it all.
You should have just grown root.
Well, back then, we're talking the 60s and 70s. Roo meat wasn't back then. You gave it to the dogs on the farm, but it wasn't a commercial viability. I mean, it is definitely different now. Oh my God. I actually saw this article, something similar. I saw an article about it, and I was going to include it, but Finn to the rescue.
Here we
Germany.
go. So
What?
Germany now declares war on Russia. Here we
Therefore,
go.
I've said already in the last days, yes, we have to do more to defend Ukraine. Yes.
Sorry, can we just read that, please? It says, Annalena Baerbock, Germany's Minister for Foreign Affairs. The Minister for Foreign Affairs. So
She looks
quite
about
a high
13.
official.
She looks
does
about
too.
13.
She does too. She looks just dumb enough to say this. At that age where you're so dumb you don't know what you're saying, That's how old she fucking looks. So get ready for this one, everyone.
We have to do more also on tanks. But the most important and the crucial part is that we do it together, and that we do not do the blame game in Europe, because we are fighting a war against Russia and not against each other. Thank you.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm.
We are fighting a war against Russia.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Damn. There you go.
Russia and not against each other. Fighting a war against Russia and not against a war against Russia and
Insane. Insane.
Any news story, you
There
can
you go,
insert
people.
a meme or video from The Office, and it's always perfect. Oh my God. This is not going to end well.
Wow. No shit. No one's going to back
Not
them
going to
either.
end well. No.
Who the fuck's going to back Germany? There's not a fucking
Haven't
chance.
they? But the article I was reading that I thought about including in the show was they've already sent some tanks into Ukraine as well. Like they're basically supplying, armored vehicles and stuff. And that's what's actually getting Russia really fired up, because they're like, what are you doing? Don't help Ukraine kind of thing. But it's going to it's going to be an interesting time, and it's not looking good. And having someone of that sort of age in that kind of role.
Not very wise, you might say. Hey, how dare you?
Finn, that was disgusting.
I do apologize. It was pretty awesome though. Did you hear it?
Yeah, it was gross.
That was gross. I do apologize, everyone.
It was the
I'm
end
very
of
tired.
I'm
I'm very tired, and I've been drinking whatever this is. I'm pretty sure this has bubbles in it.
Do you think it's a
let's blame it on
Canadian
that.
club, which is not remotely Australian? You think having a toast for Australia Day drinking Canadian club? What the?
No, Australia Day, you just get shit faced. That is what we do. It doesn't matter what you're drinking. You just get fucked up. That's
I
the
love
whole
it how
point.
you make your own rules, but you should have a bloody VB.
If you
or
pull over anyone on the
Toast.
street and you ask them what the point of today is, they will all tell you to get fucked up. There's no,
No, they won't.
oh,
We're
you
not
have to
doing-
do this and
we
this
are
and
not
this. No,
having a political debate about Australia Day. No.
Because we don't
No.
need to, because we know what the day is for, getting fucked up. That is it. That is the sole purpose of today.
Next
Everyone
story.
knows that. Every farmer and his bloody dog.
During
Corey.
Finn, you're being really naive about that. Yeah. So durian. Have you ever eaten a durian fruit?
Oh, a long time ago, yeah.
What did you
They're
think
the
of
ones
it?
that smell real bad, eh?
They smell like a dead body.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pretty gross. And even
Mm.
when I was in Singapore a couple of weeks ago, there's even on the trains they have no durian signs because they just stink out the
Just the
trains. And the
smell.
Singaporeans
Yeah,
are like, we can't have stinking things on the train. So you burping wouldn't be
Oh,
allowed on
wouldn't
the
go down.
train
No.
either.
Well, that's just
Um,
loud. That doesn't smell.
But now the youth, well, it smells like Canadian Club. The youth of the world, of course, it's now the
Yes.
hottest food craze of 2023 for the youngsters.
Oh, is it crickets?
Because because everyone else goes, they smell like dead bodies. We're not eating them. They're gross. They've decided that it's got to be the cool thing this year. So now YouTubers and TikTokers galore are all about the durian and just loving it, like this wanker. Check him out. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
This protective of a shell probably doesn't want to be eaten. Ooh. Ooh. I should call her. Look at
Yeah.
And then he's got
delicious.
beautiful eyes. I will give him that. He's got great eyes, but it looks like a set of lungs, doesn't it, when you open it up? It absolutely
Yeah,
stinks.
a little bit.
Now, this guy, Kane Kern, has got over 2 million views on this video. It's riveting shit. Here we go.
how beautiful that is. Wow.
Does look good.
It's kind of
Oh,
wrinkly. If you can see how it's
Yeah,
giving
get it
to
in ya.
my fingers, my touch. So it kind of smells like meat.
Smells like rotting
No.
flesh. There's no denying that's exactly what it smells like.
It's like beef jerky.
It's real good. It tastes so good. I love it.
That is not how I expected it to taste or feel.
Kind of tastes like almonds from memory to me. Like kind of
Oh,
a
really?
nutty, almondy sort of flavour. It didn't taste like meat, rotting meat, even though it smelled like it. What do you think it tasted like can you remember?
I remember it having a fruity taste to it, like very sweet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
sort of like a bit like have you ever eaten the is it just called a custard fruit? Like they're a fruit that literally tastes like custard, and it's kind of had that nutty custardy flavour too. But yeah, it does smell like it smells like somebody's septic tank's overflowing. It's disgusting. The actual smell is.
It's not
yeah,
pleasant. It's not pleasant. Yeah.
It is a sort of sweet custardy and nutty kind of from memory, but I've only eaten it once, and I don't mind if I never eat it again.
Whatsoever. I like it.
It's very sticky too.
It's kind of
Like
freaky.
real sticky.
It
I
is
like
very
freaky stuff.
sticky.
There's hints of sweetness, but it's more savory than anything. I got this sent to me from Miami Fruit. Thank you, Miami Fruit. I greatly appreciate it. I've always assumed that
Yuck, who
I
posted
didn't
it
even
to
buy
me?
it. They sent it to me.
And what a bloody pathetic. But yeah, there's a whole bloody heap of them on the TikToks of people eating it. It's the new thing. Look at them all. They're all getting into it. They're making kids try it. Their sisters, exotic. Like there's pages and pages of people. This fruit smells like a mix of garbage and gasoline. But tastes better than anything else. Well, it doesn't taste better than anything else. It
tastes pretty good.
But it wasn't that memorable. Like, it's not something that I've gone, must eat it again. I was like, okay, I've eaten it. A bit like when I ate horse, It's like, oh, well.
Well, that's because you're from down south. It's more of a tropical fruit than anything else.
Yeah, but I've lived in Asia. I've travelled all over Asia. I mean, I've just come back from an Asian country. I lived in Vietnam, Finn. They have durian fruit.
You've
there,
never left Tassie, all right?
Yeah, right.
You don't know what the tropics are like. In the tropics, it tastes good, all right?
What's your?
No, I remember it being pretty sweet though. I do like it.
Yeah, I thought it was more like a custard.
I mean, I feel like the fruit itself is as well. Like if it's got a hard shell like that and the smell, those are obviously two things designing it to keep everything away from it. So it's obviously got good internals. Otherwise, it wouldn't need to do that to evolve to that point where it smells that bad to repel things and to be that spiky to warn off critters and whatnot. So
But anyway,
it's-
I won't be
There
eating
we go.
another one. I can go to my grave without eating another durian, and I definitely won't.
It's
don't want
pretty
one in my
contentious,
house.
Emily. Read some of the news articles on it. No, don't do that, Emily. Do not read the news ever. And happy Australia Day, because it's a good day to get fucked up. Stop getting political in the chats. Share screen. What have we got this time? Oh,
Dunno.
should we
Sure,
go?
sure.
Should we go? Should we go? Something to do with Klaus Schwab, or should we go something to do with blood clots?
Don't know, mate. You've got 2 more stories. You choose which one you want to do first.
Let's go. Let's go the blood clots. So get this
Oh,
story.
God.
We got another one this week. Blood clots. Compound found in eggs linked to an enhanced risk of blood clotting. So now eggs are causing it, Tori.
Oh, man. What was it last week that gave us a stroke?
Oh my god.
What gave us strokes?
Eggs.
No.
Stop eating eggs, Tori. You're gonna get blood
what-
clots from eating eggs.
But what was it last week that gave us strokes, Finn? Can you remember? had a
There's
story.
two that I am seeing way too many of these every week. I am losing count of what. No, like actually, I'm not joking. I'm actually losing what it is. Like there's so many.
know.
Rice.
You're not
I think
yoking.
it was rice.
You're not
It was
yoking.
rice.
Yeah, that's right.
You're a real yokester. No, but seriously, eggs now. So stop eating eggs, everyone, because you're going to get blood clots from the eggs. Nothing else. Obviously, nothing else.
This is
And,
no
yeah,
poultry
so-
story.
Blood clotting is a normal response to injury. Sometimes, however, it can lead to cramps, pain, and swelling. And if it enters the circulatory system, it can be fatal. In a small study, one popular breakfast food has been linked to the condition. So eggs, that thing that we've been eating since the dawn of fucking time,
Yes.
now all of a sudden causing blood clots
This is
randomly,
foul play.
out of nowhere. Is it? You got to stop, woman.
I'm just going to
Yeah,
keep winging
there we
it.
go. It's out of control. Out of
It's out of
control. But there you go.
control.
So now look out. Here we go. So that's what we've got this week.
We're going to have eggs and
Wow.
durian fruit, and then we'll ingest a
Yeah.
deadly fungus that will infect our brains, and we'll need a robot in our house to do all the housework for us.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then the robots, when they're not cleaning our houses, need to get out there and shoot some more kangaroos. Look at that. I've tied all of our stories together. Wow.
There you go.
The deadly
It
egg.
can be linked to an increased risk of blood clots, heart attack, and strokes. So all of those things that all of a sudden started happening within the past 2 years, now being linked to eggs. So that's a good one. Good one for you, Tours. For all those people out there, stop eating rice, stop eating eggs, stop sleeping. I think was one of them. Stop going
This
outside.
is
the sun.
actually
That's
ruined.
another
Do you
one
know
of them.
one of my favorite dishes, which is so good for hangovers? It's I think it's Scottish, but it's called kedgeree, and it's rice, eggs, and salmon. Now we can't eat rice because we're going to have strokes. We can't eat eggs because we're going to get clots, and we can't eat salmon anymore because of the salmon farms. It's like one of the world's best hangover cures ever. Kedgeree gone. All you can eat from the kedgeree is the lemon. That's it. And next week, Finn's going to have a story. Lemons cause testicular cancer. And then all the
No.
lemons
It will be
with the
heart
lemon are gonna
attacks and strokes as well.
be unbelievable.
We
We
should
might as
start
well-
predicting what next week is going to be for heart attacks and strokes because it will be a new
All right.
thing next week.
I'm going to submit a guess. My
Yeah,
guess
go on.
is chives.
No. It's got to be something that we all eat. It's got to be a very, very common thing.
Parsley, a herb, any herb, a herb.
Herbs. Okay.
That's,
All right.
you
All right.
can't- You're even
Herbs.
critiquing my guess in your game.
No. I mean, I feel like we got to make it more
You-
broad. Herbs. I like that.
No,
I like
it's
that because I
mine,
feel
yeah.
like herbs might
Herbs.
be. Yeah.
What's
I'm
yours?
applauding you for it. That's a great one. Now I got to think of something.
I went with something that really it'd be very hard to
I
argue
feel
they
like-
cause anything bad, but they will do it.
Breakfast cereal. I'm going to go for breakfast cereal. How's that sound? No,
All
because
right.
that's too big business. No, it's too big business.
Hey, Sunshine.
So is eggs. Yeah. I'm gonna go breakfast cereal. Breakfast cereal. That's what's gonna cause it next week.
Have you watched Died Suddenly?
Died
So you-
suddenly.
Don't
Yes.
know.
We
I
probably
haven't.
shouldn't say those words on YouTube. We've probably just been shadow banned now.
We
But
kind of
thanks
will
for
have
that.
been anyway.
If you do get the chance, do go watch it, everyone, because that's very interesting. I don't know anyone in those fields, in the works in morgues or works in funeral homes or anything like that, so I can't verify that these people have been seeing extra signs of that. But if it is correct, that documentary, then yeah, we're in for a real shitstorm coming up. So
yeah. Do you follow? I don't know if you do or not. Dr. John Walsh. He's actually a nurse, but he's a doctor because he did like a PhD.
no.
But he's on YouTube, and his last videos on that topic, and it's quite an interesting listen.
Yeah, the Died Suddenly one is about they're pulling out these strands out of people's veins. So they've all died of like heart attacks and whatnot, and they're dissecting them, and they're finding like these large strands of something blocking the veins in people's bodies. And it's only just started in the past 2 years, coincidentally. And all these people that work in morgues and all that, funeral homes and stuff that are doing it, they're like, oh, what is this? But I don't know anyone in those industries to verify.
No, but that's the channel I'm just talking about. That's exactly the stuff he's talking about in his videos.
He does. Okay, well,
So,
there you go.
yeah. Yes, interesting stuff and kind of scary. All right, last story for me. This story is for you, Finn,
Oh, here we go.
because I love you.
I'm excited.
This
I'm
is a little
excited.
treat for you. It's a little treat
Yeah,
for
go
you.
on.
It's right up your alley. It's all about an Australian girl and her ginormous
Oh,
tata.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice. Go on.
Thanks. Yep. So what? I look forward to looking
Are they
at that
real?
as well. They are, and it's actually a sad story.
No, they're not. They can't
Yes.
be real.
No, Finn, they are. You need to listen to the story. Don't judge. Look at the size of them, right? In that photo. Huge.
God damn.
So this is a girl, an Australian girl who's on OnlyFans. Her name is Pamelia Jones. And she suffers from a rare condition called gigantomastia.
Which means, when translated, a lot of people masturbate to how giant they are. So that's gigantomastia is what that translates to.
I see what you did there, Finn. You're on the ball for someone who's just come off a long, hard shift. Speaking of hard, but men would absolutely love to get
I think boobs are soft.
gigantomastia, I would imagine. But originally, when Pamelia's boobies started growing, she was kind of fascinated by it because she went, their boobs started going up. She's gone up 4 breast sizes in the space of a year. And now she's having major issues with back, neck, shoulder pain as well. Her boobs are an M cup. I didn't even know bras went that big.
Oh, that'd be custom. That'd have to be custom.
Like M. It's unbelievable. She's been diagnosed with this condition, which is benign, but it causes crippling breast, back, neck, and shoulder pain. And there's only 110 cases that have ever been published in medical literature. But it's also now affecting her mental health because she's getting all these dirty looks when she goes out in public just because everyone's looking at her gigantic boobies.
I think you've just got to embrace it at a certain point.
No, I think she's going to have to get them reduced. Like, seriously, like she said, it was fun and interesting at the start to see how much they were growing. But now she just wished she had normal sized boobs. So,
but then she would have to get them like reduced every year.
Yeah,
because they just
exactly. It's pretty awful. I mean, you'd probably go and say, look, put them down to an A cup, and then hopefully I've got 20 years before it gets unbearable again. But I actually feel kind of sorry for her.
She doesn't look too old though.
No, she doesn't.
Like
but I mean, they are. Yeah, time for a reduction. I agree, Emily. The problem is, there's little known about this condition, so. Even once, like Finn was saying, even once they've been removed, they're just going to start growing again, presumably. So, yeah. But also,
first world problems, am I right?
her OnlyFans account too. You wonder if people are going to keep.
She's
watching
making too
her.
much money.
Like, is that the draw card? I don't know. A friend of mine the other day told me he's a boob man and he would probably love her current OnlyFans, but may not if she goes back to pedestrian-sized tartars.
There's definitely a point of diminishing returns. Like you can be too over sexy, and then it goes to,
And this is what we need to tell all these young folk, because they're all making a lot of money on social media, being influencers and on OnlyFans and stuff like that. But that little source of cash is gonna run out at some point, and they've got no skills or anything to fall back on. So what are they going to be doing?
Yeah.
Well, they're naive and they think they're not going to get old.
30. Yeah.
And suddenly they're going to be 56 going, how the hell did I get here? And, at least I've got something
30.
to fall back on.
Most of all the porn stars and whatnot, when they get to 30 and they realize that no one watches them anymore, they're like, what the fuck's going on? And it's like, yeah, you're only attractive under 30, you fucking idiot. You've wasted
and now they wheel them out on, they try and do public speaking tours and things like that because they've got nothing else they can do. And
no one wants to have a family with them as well because they've, wore themselves out basically.
Well, I'd moved on from the stars, so to speak. But poor Emily, she was a D cup. It was well, I'm a double D, and my boobs aren't that big, but wow, an M cup, that's woo. Anyway, that's Pamelia and her ever-growing boobinis.
There you go. That is a pretty batshit story.
Yeah, it is, and that was just for you, Finn, because I loves you.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, I've got a toss-up between two stories here. One of them, I feel like...
Chat could choose for if you like.
Yeah, let's let chat choose. So one is about the Black Eyed Peas, and the other one is about Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum. So you guys pick. Which one do you want to see? Black Eyed Peas, World Economic Forum.
I kind of feel like Black Eyed Peas is 20...
you don't get to vote, Tori. You never vote in the episodes.
No. I do. Oh my God, you are exhausting me.
Black Eyed Peas is so last year, guys.
Oh, you didn't even let me finish my sentence, dude. I said I was going to vote if I got to vote, and I was literally filling while the audience makes up their mind. I'm going that way because I think it's going to be a bit more lighthearted than the other one.
It is.
But all right.
Oh,
I'll just
they're both
pretty light. Radio silence while the audience.
It looks like we've got a 100% vote here. We've got Black Eyed Peas from everyone. So let's do the Black Eyed Peas one.
See,
definitely would not influence my
that way
cause.
too. Not at all.
Here we go. There. Chuck that one up on screen, Tours.
Stop, mate.
Black Eyed Peas suing toy company over defecating unicorn that rips off My Humps with song called My Poops. There we go.
See, I knew this would be a good one. That other one was way too heavy. We've got Germany declaring Russia and war on Russia. This is what we need. Here we go.
Yeah. All right, poopsie slime surprise. My poops. What you gonna do with all that poop? All that poop? I'm a poop. Oh yeah, gonna get loopy off my poopy. My poop. That's right. My poop. Check it out. I drive my parents crazy. The poop I need every day. Spelling Bart Jacob swag.
I don't see what they're getting upset about. This sounds nothing like the original.
Do we actually get to see them poop?
No. Poopsie slime surprise, I think.
Oh.
Even Pooey puts on, hey Louie, I'm the cool one. As if you want the real thing, you be spending those big bucks. But when you rock a poopsie, you just be pooping it all up. We munch on my poopitos, pooping slime till who knows. Poopsie slime surprise. My poops. They got me wearing glitter. We could end up on Twitter, but we can keep on playing. Cause poop on is all I'm saying. What you gonna do with all that poop? All that poop? Hey, let's start some drama.
Anyway, I don't want to rot
Great production.
Stop it there.
They should be flattered. They should be, because the Black Eyed Peas, like I said, they're so 2002. This has put them back in the spotlight. People will be like, where did the Poopsie song come from? And they're going to discover my humps and they'll get popular again.
So there you go. BMG is seeking $10 million in damages. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
I think will.i.am is a car designer now. I think he makes cars now.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. let me just quickly Google that. Yeah. will.i.am cars. Now let's have a look. I'm pretty sure. Share my screen. Let's just do the Google. Designing cars.
I'm gonna be singing that all day. I'm gonna be like, there's gotta be some pooping. Where are you gonna put your poop? Oh, look at the fuchsia poop. I didn't know
he
there was
does.
a fuchsia.
Yeah, this is his car.
There's a fuchsia poop emoji poking its tongue out. Emily Flotilla. Oh, there it is. I found it. Well, there's a whole heap of new ones.
There you go.
Sorry, will.i.am's car. What's the deal with that? Sorry.
This is it. This is what will.i.am does now. He designs cars, and this is one of them, the blue one. If you want to share the screen, Tori.
Oh, I will. I'm just over on YouTube looking at all the new emojis. Sorry, I'll come back. All right, here we go.
It's interesting. It's definitely a car.
It's a bit it's a bit Dick Tracy.
It's a bit something, you know. I don't know if I'd ever drive it ever. And there's one of these other ones.
Yeah, they're sort of a bit. I think they're a bit influenced by Marvel. You know, like the movies.
This one
they
too.
All sort of have, like the Joker. Didn't Jack Nicholson drive around in a car a bit like that first one you showed us? They're very kind of. They're very. Yeah, I think they look a bit Marvel inspired.
So I think his car company is called I Am Auto because he's will.i.am. So it's now I Am.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
I think this is his first one, this one here. I remember seeing this a long time ago.
That's the one that's reminded me of like Jack Nicholson as the Joker or Dick Tracy.
Mm.
The Dick Tracy.
Oh, it got impounded by police. That's hilarious. Anyway.
Well, there you go. So my pooping, what were they called? My pooping. They were the pooping unicorns. Let's just call them that.
Yes. Yeah.
Isn't
Poopy
that stupid,
slime surprise.
Like if that song by the Black Eyed Peas had been about, you know, losing a family member, like if it was a song about somebody they loved who died, and then you get these pooping unicorns, you can see there would be a bit of upset there. But I mean, we're talking about a song, My Humps, and someone else has been a bit creative and gone, My Poops. Seriously.
Decades
much of a
later.
muchness. Decades later.
Yeah.
Like they're all but forgotten. Well, it's a small but enthusiastic audience. And Savannah, you can't keep putting comments about us taking a break when you've taken one. Hello.
Yeah. Bloody hell, Sav. Bloody hell.
Where's your boy Blue? Where's your boy Blue?
Yeah, where the fuck's Blue at? Hey?
We're going to put vote now once we do a quick recap, and then we'll be taking your votes. We kicked off with the apocalyptic fungi. Humanity is doomed. We have the tradie robot that's seriously cool, but also creepy, really. But it is the way of the future. Kill the roos, Australia says to America, who are trying to ban roo culling. Get out of town. It's not your plague. Mind your business and make some boots. Then we've got Germany declaring war on Russia. This is not going to end well. And not only that, but it was declared by a 14-year-old. Awesome. The durian fruit TikTok trend. Are we surprised that young folk are being wankers? No. We've got the eggs causing clots because, you know, last week it was rice and the eggs felt left out. So now they're clotting on for all of us. We've got the girl with the big tatas that just keep growing and eventually she's going to float away like a hot air balloon. And we ended with the pooping unicorn song. Whoever wrote it and did that great production on the video is being sued by the Black Eyed Peas. What a series of stories. It's a hard one to choose. It's a hard one to choose, Finn. But vote now in chat. I really don't. Oh, seriously, doing that recap, Finn, I actually don't know which one. I mean, I do.
Yeah,
I do know. If I'm,
yeah, go on.
Germany declaring war on Russia has to be the most batshit and stupid thing, really, doesn't it? That would be my vote. What about you, Finn?
I've got to go tradie robot, I reckon.
Tradie
That's
robot.
pretty. Yeah, that one's out of control for me.
Yep, not bad. We've got the growing. Okay, so the boobs are getting a vote.
Growing
And
boobies.
then
Nice.
number 7, another vote for the big boobies. The pooping unicorns gets a vote. So at the moment, it's, and I don't think there's anyone left to vote. We've got the boobs, the ever-growing tartars.
That was quick. That was a quick vote.
It was quick. It was a very quick vote. Hey, small but enthusiastic crowd. Damn it, I had Skippy, the Skippy theme song. I thought that the kangaroos might.
Oh, Sav's here now, guys. Sav finally rocks up. Quick vote for one, Sav.
Yeah, vote. Pick a number between 1 and 8.
Go to.
Here, I'll give you a bit of. I'll give you a bit of thinking music. It's kind of topical for today, for those who choose to celebrate it.
Number 5, she goes for. What's number 5?
Let me have a look. I'm just over here doing some music sound effects for us. I was giving you some thinking time music, Savannah.
Nah, she's just jumping straight into it. She ain't scared. Sorry, slept. Hey, Skip. Where'd they go? Oh, over that way. Good on you, Skip.
Good on you, Skip.
Boner. That dude's name was Boner.
You ready to see then?
Skippy the bush kangaroo.
You're not singing.
I don't know the song. There you go. I just remember knowing that they chopped off a lot of kangaroos' arms to film that show.
I know the little.
Yeah. They'd be in frames building shit.
Like it'd be like Skippy. They'd go, "What do you think, Skip?" And Skippy'd be like, and this little paw on the end of a stick scratching a kangaroo on the face. Oh, it was hilarious. Oh, yeah, that's where it came from. Skippy. That's why they're called Skippy. It's because of Skippy the Bush Kangaroo. A brilliant TV series in Australia from the late 60s to the early 70s. A big part of my childhood. All right, Savannah voted for 5, which is unfortunate because that's the Jurian trend on TikTok.
Oh.
So the winner is
Foolish mistake.
We Like Big Boobs and We Cannot Lie. I'll just bring
You know what
up.
the better TV show was growing up? Round the Twist. That was the shit.
Yeah, well, when you were a little one, if you'd been a kid in the 60s and 70s, you would have loved Skippy too.
There we go.
Round the Twist.
This is what you missed out on, Sav, by the way. Big boobs.
This is the winner of the Golden Batsh medal. It is Aussie OnlyFans model.
Go back and rewatch.
Pamelia Jones, who has a condition called gigantomastia, and her boobs just won't stop growing. And that's the shot we're going to leave it on.
Of course we are. Tori. Good on you.
Do
the nips grow with the boob, or do they still stay small and the boob itself gets bigger?
That's an interesting question, and I'm happy to die without knowing the answer.
Does
it include? Uh-huh. Do you have to have gigantomastia of the nips for them to grow as well? I don't know, Finn. But if men get it in the nether regions, I hope it just affects the doodle and not the balls.
No, women love big balls.
We did have that dude. There was a dude on Batshit who had gigantic testicular issues, remember?
Oh, yeah. He had to walk around with those different pants.
Harem pants. He had harem pants. So there you go.
What a poor
Congratulations, Pamelia, and hopefully your boobs stop growing soon or you sort something out. Thank you to the small but enthusiastic audience. It's always fun to have you here. But like Finn and I said at the start, even if no one rocked up to watch us, we'd still do it because we used to do this before we went, why aren't we just doing this on YouTube?
Exactly.
Finn, you've done an epic job considering you've just come off a long shift. So get thee to bed. And
not just long, a fucked shift. All right? Fucked.
Okay. All right.
Like out of a scale of 1 to 10, I'm talking fucked. All right.
Okay, and for
Until
those
here,
of you like me who's having a
I'm
great
getting
day,
smashed.
you enjoy it too.
enjoy your Australia Day, everyone. Go out there, get drunk.
Take care,
messed up.
Groovers. We'll
Get on
see
the
you
turf.
all next
Have a good
week.
one. Get smashed with your mates. Get munted.
Bye,
Get on it.
everybody.
Hey. Or you'll be back to normal time next week, Tours. I reckon normal time next week, 8:30 Wednesday night. What do you reckon on that one?
I don't have my calendar in front of me. So
All right, let's lock it in.
but maybe not. I'll let you know.
All right,
Happy
100%
Thursday.
confirmed. Next Wednesday night, 8:30. All right, see you there, everyone, including Tours. Glug, 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 glug,
Yeah,
glug, glug,
Dora's
glug.
over there. I've got a feeling I'm going to a concert on the 1st of Feb. I will let you know, Groover.
Nah, cancel it.
It
Cancel
might be Thursday, but we'll see you next week. Hi, Miss K. Hi, and bye. Thanks,
Oh,
Groover, for
yeah.
hanging out.
Go back and rewatch
Take
Miss
care,
K.
everyone.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.